Jay Sano without intro music. Jay Sano with intro music. Intro music remix. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Jeff again, coming to you from the Mindcrack server, and it has been a little while since I've been on this particular server. We've reverted back to the pre 1.8 because of some lag issues and memory leakage issues and things like that with the apparently with the full release that they're hoping to get worked out soon. So basically it took me a little bit to just take the time to come back on here. After when they were talking about all the lag issues, I kind of stopped playing for a little while, and then they reverted it back like, I don't know, a little while ago still, and I just hadn't gotten a chance to get back over here. But now I am here to continue on an episode, and unfortunately my voice is playing tricks on me again, which is why it might sound a little bit raspy, but it is my birthday today and I still wanted to make a nice video. And what I'm doing is trying to figure out the exact location that I want to start building the ski patrol building at. Up here would have been nice to be at the very top, but I kind of like the idea of turning this into an ice rink and building kind of like an igloo structure on top of it up here at the top of the mountain. I really do like that idea, so I'm going to leave that alone. And I think just down here, flatten out this land. And if I can do it right, I want the roof of the ski patrol building to actually kind of be incorporated into the ski hill in such a way that you can use it as a jump or something like that. But I'm not sure how that's going to go. And I want to dig into here. And the problem with digging into here is to flatten this area out, but it is actually my base right there below. So I'm going to have to lower the ceiling down there. I mean, it's only a temporary... Hello? Hi. What's going on there? Is there anything cool? Oh. And it's going to be difficult, or it's only a temporary base because of the fact that once I get the ski patrol building finished, I mean, that's going to be my main base of operation anyway. This actually gives me some more snow, which is nice. Except that my inventory is filling up quickly. That is not how you make a snow block. So what has been going on lately? Well, as I said, I'm another year older. It happens every year. I seem to get another year older. It's crazy. One of these days it'll stop. Probably not, but you know what? I can always hope. I have been working quite a bit lately. I've been stacking a lot of my days together in order to have like long chunks of time off. I've actually been off for like the last 3 days, and I got another 3 more that I'm off for, which is always nice. I love to have these extended periods of time off, because then you get to plan stuff and get co-ops and things like that going. Unfortunately, this time, being the fact that it's been my birthday weekend, my girlfriend has been graciously having plans and things like that for us to celebrate, so I haven't had much time to do the co-op-y stuff that I've wanted to, but you know what? That's okay. That stuff will come in the future. So, updates on things that have been happening. Now, did I want it there, or did I want it... Is that really where I wanted that? I feel as if I was trying to go a layer lower. I guess not. I guess that's fine. Yeah, updates on what's been happening. So, unfortunately, it looks like this week, for the first time, we are going to miss out on a weekly installment of the What Do We Know podcast, because the guys and I, Mark and Mike, we have not been able to get together this week in order to, I should put torches up here, in order to actually record. We tried and tried and tried, but unfortunately our schedules did not work out to the extent that we wanted them to be able to sit down and record an episode. So that is... He's gone. Ow. That was weird. To the extent that we wanted to, so... unfortunately, we will not have our weekly installment of that this week. But don't worry, stay tuned for more. We're going to get plenty more going. We just need to get the time to work together. It's really difficult to work with people from 3 different parts of the country, or excuse me, 3 different parts of the world, because we're all over the world, not even just in the country, as well as having 3 different complete lifestyles. You know, my lifestyle is the fact that I'm a nurse, firefighter, etc. I never have normal schedules per se. I work day shift, I work night shift. It changes every week. I work weekends, you know. Some weekends I'm on, some weekends I'm off, etc. Guy from Korea who has a pretty more set schedule, but he's in Korea, or excuse me, he's in Japan. So it's difficult to just get time with him because of the fact of the time difference across the pond. And then you got Mike, who is, you know, a married father of 3 children who has that stuff going for him, as well as the fact that he has a job that he works at quite a lot and works a lot of overtime, and sometimes has to go in the weekends and things like that. So it's very difficult to always make sure everything mixes in properly to be able to record, which is unfortunate. We were trying to avoid this, but it's actually been about 3 weeks since we've had a chance to record together. So hopefully we are going to get this taken care of and underway. So I apologize for those who are looking forward to that next episode. And for those who don't know, the podcast goes up at wdwkpodcast.com. I don't even... What was that? That's freaking me out, man. It looks like an Enderman standing next to me. Look at that. And then all of a sudden it's like, bloom. Oh, man, that is trippy. Does it work on the other side too? No, just on this side? Yep, just on this. Does it work in different directions, or am I like... I must have been... Oh, nope, there's a couple spots for it. Man, that is definitely scary. I still haven't slept on this server. Should I actually sleep? Some people were getting a little bit upset with me because I don't have armor and I'm not sleeping, and they attribute it to the fact that they say that I'm actually more destructive on the server now because I can't defend myself and creepers blow up like they did over next to my area. But keep in mind, that was my area. It doesn't really matter. If things blow up in my area, it's okay. I didn't destroy anybody else's stuff. And when I do accidentally destroy other people's stuff, I fix it as quickly as possible. But there we go. I slept. Still don't have armor, but I slept. And now things are dying. Good, that gets me back up top because I want to be able to... Probably just sort of my bar. Start flattening this area out a little bit more. Let these sheep grow more wool. Hey, buddy. Gotcha. Oh, look at all my sheepies. I need a red wool, and I think I need a decent amount of... Oh, that one just grew up. I think I need a decent amount of blue wool as well in order to make this thing happen. There we go. Wow, mass breeding. There's a creeper. But on top of that, I've started my other new show with Guude, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. The Utopia and Survivor show. Now, the interesting thing about that is I've always known Guude to be a Survivor fan. I knew that when we played Inferno Mines before we would record some days after a fun episode. I remember he would ask me like, oh, so who do you think's going to win this season? Who do you think's going well? So I've always known he's been a Survivor fan. I was kind of shocked to hear that he was a big Utopia fan, but I'm excited that he's a big Utopia fan, even though we're fans for a different reason. Listen to the podcast, you'll understand. We're fans for a different reason. I need to get rid of this thing, don't I, to make this thing bigger. Oh, I left all my dirt in there. I don't even know if I want this thing to have a dirt floor. What are you doing hiding in my house, big jerk? I guess I'd hide there, too, if I was burning to death outside in the sun. So I guess I can't blame you too much, buddy. But I was really excited to hear that he was, you know, a fan enough that we could actually have a fun discussion about the show, mainly talking about the stupidity of a lot of people in it. And the strange thing about this show, the show that Guude and I are doing together, is the comments are very entertaining, and I think some of them are extremely off base of what the show is. We've had a lot of, after this first episode and calling it what it is, we've had a lot of requests. Do I have like a fortune pick somewhere? I've had a lot of requests come through the comments for, can you talk about this show, or can you talk about this show, or can you talk about books, or can you talk about movies? And as I think that's going to be a fun concept and a fun idea at some point, but just not for this show. I know on the last podcast, Guude talked about that he would love to, you know, be like one of those movie guys who just rates movies and talks about movies and things like that, which is great. But that is, you gotta remember, that is not what the Utopia Survivor post recap show is about. So just keep that in mind. I don't want people to get upset because we're not moving on from Survivor and Utopia. The goal is that we can move on to other like reality type TV shows that we want to talk about the stupidity of people, or our thoughts and processes, or our thoughts and opinions about the way people process ideas and things like that in order to either further themselves in the game, or whatever it may be, further themselves in the Utopia society. Or like I said, if I can get Guude to start watching Redneck Island, I would definitely love to make Redneck Island a staple of the show for the next season when it comes out, because I think that's hilarious. So it's not going to just stop with the 2 shows per se, but it's going to stay in, I think the goal is that it stays in that reality space that we talk about, so we can actually talk about people making decisions and not books or movies or TV shows that are completely scripted. Granted, we discussed the fact that Utopia and Survivor have to be scripted to an extent, if not completely, and but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm actually talking about like not discussing completely scripted shows and movies, because there's lots of TV shows and things like that that I really enjoy and would not mind talking about. I know I think Bacon said that he used to have a Lost podcast to talk about like what's been happening with, you know, the next Lost show, Lost when it was actually going on, and I think something like that would be a lot of fun as well. But there's no shows like that that intrigue me enough that I could currently make a show like that on, but something like Utopia and Survivor I think is great. So I just wanted to clear up if there was any confusion on what the concept of that podcast is supposed to be. And on top of that, I got some other things coming up on my channel in the near future that have nothing to do with gaming. You guys will see that coming up. I actually get to do an exciting product review of something I've been wanting to try for a long time that I'm working on putting together, and I will be glad when that's out. It's kind of funny because Minecraft has become such a smaller part of my channel. Do I have all? It's become a way smaller part of my channel than it obviously used to be, like the only thing on my channel. And I like Minecraft. It's fun to play, but I think a lot of people are feeling the, you know, the pain and the burn of it being, I can't say overplayed or outplayed, but you know, we've been playing it for years. I definitely enjoy it. However, I don't think it's going to be the number. What the heck is going on? The number one thing that I put out on my channel on a regular basis for terribly much longer. I mean, I guess it's not anymore. I really like to play random other games, Spelunky, FTL, things like that, as well as doing non-gaming videos. I have a lot of fun with those as well. So I just don't want people to be concerned when they see that that I'm not playing Minecraft as much and think that I hate it and don't want to play it anymore. That's not the case. I'm just playing it less because, you know, it's a creative mind for people to play this game, and the people who love it, they love it, and I love them for it. And I still watch a lot of Minecraft videos of people doing like really cool builds and playing those some games. And I actually really like the co-op aspect of it. That's kind of what I want to get into more, is things like the Diversity 2, like I'm doing with Badge, and just doing other games like that. That's a lot of fun for me. But just the straight up vanilla Minecraft, like on the Mindcrack server, it's great. It's a good time. I really enjoy it. However, there's other things that I like to focus on instead of doing this. That quickly brought out my wool, and I don't even know if this is going to be big enough, let alone what. Well, I guess I can always dig this down. So it can be the shack up here, and it can be dug down to show the rest. So this might be fine. Actually, this might not be low enough to start. Actually, that would be kind of cool. instead of building a big building, it's actually just the roof starting here where people can, like, a slanted roof that people can ski down, and the side of the building is actually, like, built into the mountain. That might look kind of cool, but this might be too big for that if that's the case. How could I do that? I'd have to start my sloping. Oop, didn't mean to do that. I'm not sure the best way to go about this to get what I want out of this. Let's do that. To get what I want out of this ski patrol building. I guess we can just see as it goes. I mean, I can always change it later. That's not a big deal to change it at a later time. I do want to come get this and rebreed these guys so I can get more at a faster rate, if possible. See if these guys are... Yep, they're breedable again. Nice. It's a nice thing about sheep is once you start them going. Granted, it took me a long time to get them over here from where they were, but now that I have them, I can, like, breed them and have them just be multiplying and making things so much faster and so much easier to do. So I'm fine with that. But I mean, that's gonna be on the Mindcrack server what I'm spending a lot of my time on lately is just taking care of these guys. But yeah, I was gonna do a big rant and rave this week on the server just about some of the people that I've been dealing with in the last multiple weeks. I will tell you, I have dealt with some of the rudest possible people that I ever thought, like people who treat random strangers in a way that I don't think anybody should ever be treated. I've dealt with so many of those people lately that I was going to do a whole ranting episode about that, which I still probably will do because I'm sure more people will get me angry in the next couple of weeks, because just that's the nature of what people have been doing lately. And I mean ridiculous things, but I figured it was my birthday, and instead of ranting on my birthday and getting myself all riled up and angry about the way people have been treating myself as well as other, like my fellow nurses mainly. I'm talking patients, if you didn't know. Patients and doctors, actually. Doctors, for the most part, good, but sometimes bad. But definitely been having some major issues like that. So expect a rant video soon, especially not only because it's my birthday, because my voice being the way it is, it kind of hurts to talk a little bit. I don't want to get really out there and wild about this stuff because of the fact that I just want to kind of take it easy and smooth talking and things like that. So anyways, might be a short episode, but I wanted to get a birthday episode out there since I hadn't done one in a while. And on the server, and wanted you guys to not think I forgot about the Minecraft community and the Mindcrackers and things like that. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then what? I have no idea. But until then, see ya.